Ang barangay na kilala din natin sa dating pangalan dito na baryo ay ang pinakamaliit na pamahalaang lokal na unit sa Pilipinas. Ito ay binubuo ng isang punong barangay o ang tinatawag nating kapitan. Minsan, kabise o chairman. Meron siyang 7 kagawad na may tigi-tigisang komite. Ito ay ang mga sumusunod: kapayapaan at kaayusan, infrastruktura, edukasyon, kalusugan, pagsasaka, turismo, pananalapi o yung pera, at kabataan at palakasan. Importanteng makiusyoso tayo sa ating barangay para sa iba't ibang programa nito na maaaring makatulong sa araw-araw nating pamumuhay. Ngayong hapon, kausapin natin ang chairman ng Barangay San Lorenzo, si Chairman Ernesto Moya. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Chairman, I understand you've been number 1 kagawad and you've only occupied office since 2010
Yeah, as barangay chairman.
as barangay
Yes.
chairman. Oh, and so far, how have your projects been po?
Well, we have a number of projects under the different committees because the barangay governance, we have committees like committees on peace and order, health and sanitation, clean and green, then livelihood and social service, then education and culture, then we have youth and sport. Under this committee headed by a kagawad, they plan out their programs and projects for the year. And so ako, management by objective, so hinahayaan ko silang gumawa ng mga project nila. May mga corresponding allocation ng pondo yon. So for so long as the programs and projects are implemented well within the purview of the budget, so basta at saka na-i-implement ng maganda yun ang ano ko.
Okay.
Basic.
Doon sa clean and green po, because I noticed nung isang araw pumunta kami doon sa commercial center, nasakyan namin yung Egypt. Eh parang maganda po, tapos pati yung mga estudyante sa eskwela na malapit, natutulungan. Is this a project unique to your barangay?
Well, actually, it's not really unique. Actually, Ambel Ariata has also. And then Ayala, Legazpi Village, Ayala, I don't know if it is a partnership with Ayala and a private enterprise. Merong mga Egypt na ikot ng Ayala Center sa Legazpi Village. But you have to pay. Kami naman, we decided that,
Oo
you
nga.
know, to
Kasi
service
nasakyan po
our
namin.
constituents in Legazpi Village as well as our constituents from Assumption to provide them with this transportation
Kaya ako na-impress
mechanism.
kasi libre ang sakay ko.
Oo. At saka kasi ang Egypt naman, wala kang masyadong gastos on except the drivers. So, electric, di ba? It's battery operated eh.
So rechargeable battery.
Yes,
so dito na lang
rechargeable
po
battery.
nagcha-charge
Right,
yun.
oo.
May schedule po ba yun?
Well, actually, almost every day you have to charge it. The problem is, you know, of course, the battery runs out. Right? So, siguro, there are 12 batteries
Per vehicle.
per vehicle. So, when they run out, you have to replace. But, you know, it takes about 6 months naman eh.
The batteries to run has to be charged for
siguro,
how long?
Well, actually, siguro mga 1 hour. Parang
Okay.
ganun,
To
no?
run for how many hours po?
To run for the duration, like
8
8
hours?
hours yata sila. When the battery runs low, hindi ba may indication naman. So they come back and recharge.
So hindi pwedeng malayuan, malapitan lang.
Oh, mga
Parang
short
dito
distances.
village.
Yes,
Pero ang
definitely.
laking tulong kasi sa mga estudyante, sa mga paikot-ikot dito sa commercial center.
Precisely.
Tapos nakakatulong pa siyempre dun
Sa
sa
carbon
clean air,
footprint,
sa air pollution.
Yes.
Ilan po ang ganyan natin sa
Then,
barangay?
sa ngayon, dalawa pa lang.
And you
so,
have plans of...
Well, for so long as the demand increases, because it's just about now that it's being patronized by the people, di
Oo,
ba?
oo.
For so long as there's a certain regularity already of commuters, then we might consider adding.
Ah,
Oo.
except for the Ayala Villages sa Bel Air, kasi parang bagong concept po yung Egypt, ano?
Well, actually, siguro yung Egypt mga the past 2 or 3 years.
Yes, oo, oo.
And actually, that's one of the advocacies of Vice President Binay, di ba? Remember during the inauguration,
Yes.
to emphasize the point, he rode the Egypt
Oo, oo.
to the grandstand. So they're trying to. It's not really a practical solution yet
Oo.
to the general commuting
Problem.
problem, because nga you have limitations.
That's right. Oo.
But then yung mga short distance like ganyan,
At saka yung convenience sa
Yes,
tao na
oo.
tapos nakakatulong pa sa
Precisely.
pollution.
Oo.
Okay. Ilan po ang Egypts na binabalak nyo ilagay
Well,
dito
siguro,
sa San Lorenzo?
Well, considering naman the limitation of our jurisdiction, siguro additional 2 would be fine already.
Okay.
Additional 2, because the main commuters that the Egypt service are the kasambahays and also the students of Assumption.
Oo.
Oo.
Yung kasambahay po, are there any other projects na
No, we
pwede
have a-
silang matulungan?
No, we have a lot of projects for the kasambahay. We're very unique.
Oo.
Okay, so under the education and culture, we have the alternative learning system. In fact, Assumption is also a partner of ours in this.
Okay.
They would want to finish grade school and high school. We have that program. So we hold the classes up here.
Oo,
in
kailan
our
naman yan
barangay.
na-attend?
Meron silang 3 times, I think it's 3 times a week.
Oo.
And then,
Sino po ang teachers niyan?
teachers nito, partnership ng Assumption. Meron ng
Assumption teachers din
oo.
po, okay?
May Assumption teachers dyan, at saka merong outside volunteers.
Oo. So
And
that
then,
is their voluntary work?
Yes. Tapos we
okay.
have, we pay a certain honorarium.
Oo.
Tapos we have if they would want to finish college,
Okay.
we also have the continuing education program.
Okay.
We will be graduating around 50 kasambahays.
Wow.
This coming, I don't know if it's April
March,
or
April
March,
siguro. Oo,
something like that.
oo.
At
Okay.
so actually sa business ito
Business.
Yung business
Courses.
courses at saka yung IT.
Wow. Oo. Okay, so you have the educational, you have yung mga transportation for the kasambahay.
That is for the education. Then we also have twice a year we have a barangay gathering for the kasambahays. Yung main gathering is the barangay day for kasambahays, and we also have the year-end fellowship for the kasambahay.
Yung barangay day po, anong nangyayari naman sa barangay day?
Barangay day, basta we have a program for them.
May mga-
They're the ones who conceptualize what they want. So they
Meron
usually
din po ba silang mga parang club na may presidente, may vice president?
Wala naman.
oo.
It's really an informal setting. Pero the thing is, may mga leaders na they're the ones.
Yes.
Because we disseminate information through circulars. But then there are some street leaders who solicit attendance. And aside from that, monthly we also have a fellowship for them. Mga bingo socials, ganyan.
Ang sarap pala maging miyembro dito sa San
singing
Lorenzo,
contest.
no? Okay.
Plus every Christmas, they get a gift package. Oo. Especially for the kasambahays.
Paano po yung mga bagong pasok lang sa mga bahay nila? They are also listed?
Ganito yan they get a barangay ID.
Okay.
They get their barangay ID, and then we also encourage them within 6 months to, if they're of voting age, to register with COMELEC. Because for us to be a talagang legitimate bona fide resident of the barangay, you have to show your intention that you you are interested in electing your leader.
Yes, of
Diba?
course.
So you would want to be involved. So we tell them it's your right, inalienable right to vote. So you might as well exercise that. So kaya when we distributed gifts, we gave priority to those people who registered.
Yes,
But then again, so there were some people, oh, bago lang kami. But we had enough, so we were able to distribute to all.
That's so
Oo.
great. Pero may quota ba yan every year? Oh, ito lang bibigyan, 100
Well,
kasabays.
like this year, we ordered about 4,000 eh. So 4,000 was enough.
4,000. Ilan ho bang mga residences ng Barangay San Lorenzo?
Actually, Barangay San Lorenzo, if you will include Legazpi Village, we have about siguro mga 15,000.
15,000.
Oo, 15,000. But the voting population is only about 7,000 siguro.
So not all households
And
would
also
have...
our daytime population is of course different because
Of course,
of the
yes.
transients.
But that means to say na of the 15,000 residents and there are only 4,000 kasambahay, not all households would have
Would have
yung mga house help. But basically...
no, kasi mga house help lang naman eh. The registered house helps are less than 4,000. Mga ganon, mga
Dami-dami
almost
palang
4.
projects ng
Yes,
San
and
Lorenzo for
we
them.
also have our clinic available to them.
Clinic for?
We have our clinic.
Medical clinic?
Medical clinic.
Okay.
We have specialized doctors.
For
They
free.
report on a scheduled basis. We have a dermatologist. You will see every Monday some of the kasambahays lined up for cautery.
Yes.
Nagpapa-cauterize, you
Baka
know.
may spa pa dyan.
Nowhere else,
Okay.
diba? We have our dentist. They do
Ah.
cleaning, they do minor tooth procedures.
So you have your medical, you have your educational, you have may transportation. Okay.
Precisely.
Natuturuan din ba silang magluto at mga
We have-
special skills?
So under the social services, it's good you ask me. So under the social services last year, we had culinary
Arts, yung pagluluto
Oo.
ng mga kasambahay.
held in Italianis.
So pagalingan magluto.
Yung Master Chef of Barangay
Buti
San
walang nagkakaroon ng piracy sa kanila.
Master Chef of Barangay San Lorenzo.
Baka pinapirate na sila ng mga
Well,
households.
actually, we try to insulate that from happening.
Okay. That's very interesting.
Yes, and then also we have yung once a month they can pay their PhilHealth, apply for PhilHealth.
They have PhilHealth.
Oh,
they have
SSS
yung
if they want
government
here in
benefits like the
SSS. Yes, here we invite people from PhilHealth, SSS
So that it's easy for
to
them
come
to pay.
here. Yes, and for their payment and for their
But
if
di ba
they want to
dapat yung
register.
na lang yun, yung instead of them paying, di ba it's the one who owns the house?
No, actually, it's their initiative
That's
also.
their initiative.
Diba? They want to be a member of PhilHealth, that's their initiative, diba? So we try to educate them. So marami ng members ng PhilHealth.
Okay.
So the Kasambahay constituency of San Lorenzo is pretty much taken care of.
It's pretty much privileged.
Yes, really. I mean, I can say that
Yes,
with
I can,
pride and
yeah.
with honesty because
Eh,
talaga
paano
namang.
naman po kung maging overpopulated
And also
kayo?
they also have the sports program for the Kasambahay.
Wow.
Volleyball, basketball.
Eh, paano naman ho kung lahat ng mga kasambahay lumipat dito? Kaya ba ng San Lorenzo yun?
Syempre. No, but the thing is, you have to be sponsored by your employer.
That's right.
Diba? So, we only have so many households, so it's, if you don't have a legitimate address,
Employer,
vouched
that's
for by
right.
your employer, so you also cannot
You cannot come here.
prove your residency.
That's right. Oo. Ay, that is so interesting. I
Yes.
think I have asked you enough questions.
So, our very, very good project is the emergency, we call it Barangay Emergency Evacuation Program. So, we hold sa mga buildings, we get participants for an orientation on evacuation.
Okay.
and then we do the drill. So what we did, we clustered the barangay into 26 clusters. And then all of them underwent training, yung mga participant, mga leaders within the cluster. Tapos the leaders were the ones who helped us in implementing the drill, the actual drill.
In school, we have the earthquake drill.
Yeah,
di ba? Which is the
earthquake
usual
and fire drill. That was what we did.
And then you would conduct this doon din sa mga buildings.
Oh, yeah,
Paano din sa mga residents po? Meron din po ba silang mga drills na ganyan?
Meron din.
So, paano nyo po na-disseminate yung information at on a particular day? Kunyari, bukas, meron tayong drill.
Is scheduled by circular, and also the people that we train. Usually the building administrators, they are the ones who work within the building premises. Na eto, meron tayong scheduled ganito, and this is our area, parang evacuation area, parang gano'n. Lahat ng ng information sila nag-disseminate. And then after the drill, we also train them further to be first responders. Just in case something happens, the barangay will be, we cannot do anything, right?
You need the cooperation of everybody.
Of course, we will also be victims. So within their cluster, dapat meron ng first responders. That's what we trained.
So prepared din pala ang Barangay San Lorenzo.
And I'm glad to let you know that Barangay San Lorenzo, in terms of clean and green, we're number 1 this year among all the Makati villages. Plus, MMDA held a contest among all the barangays in Metro Manila, and we're in the top 37.
Wow.
And in our category of villages, village barangays, we're in the top 4. So only the Makati, only Makati village is in the top 4. So
considering na you have families na self-sustaining, hindi ba?
Yeah.
They are affluent, meron silang mga kaya, at kahit sa sarili-sarili nilang bahay, may kapasidad na sila to protect themselves, and yet the village takes care of them.
Like now, kasi we have environmental police. They're out there. Pag nakita kang nagkalat, huhulihin ka, may panikit sila. We're very strict. We don't see vendors on Pasay Road because we really apprehend them. So, at saka we try to do our
Ano naman ang
planting.
training ng environmental police? Is it the same as the policeman that we see?
No, actually they're trained kung ano yung mga ordinances regarding anti-littering, mga ganon. Yung, hindi ba may smoking ban, mga ganon. They are trained to on all of these ordinances, laws, rules, and regulations. So, pag may lumapag doon, pwede silang manghuli. Deputize sila by the city.
Yes. That's why San Lorenzo has remained to be clean, actually.
Yeah,
because
it's
of
very
them.
difficult because we have commercial component.
That's correct.
Although Ayala Center and Legazpi Village, as well as San Lorenzo Village, they're also self-governing. But the thing is, it's not enough. So what we do, we complement all their efforts.
So that's how how effective San Lorenzo Village has been, the Barangay San Lorenzo.
Yes, we try to be, because we have the budget, and so we try to allocate our budget into programs in the most feasible and optimal manner.
Yung budgets would be coming from both the government and the residents.
The budget doesn't come from the residents. The budget comes from our share of real property taxes. Since we have Ayala Center and Legazpi Village, you can imagine that the real property taxes share of Barangay San Lorenzo is pretty big compared to other barangays.
That's correct, yes.
In fact, they say we're number 1 now, but Bel Air is also in the running, as well as Barangay Antonio in Pasig.
So is it safe to say kayo ang pinakamayamang barangay?
Medyo
lang.
One of the
more
right.
affluent ones.
I wouldn't want to say
The riches.
the riches,
Oo.
because it might be no, actually a brag
Okay, may bragging rights.
na hindi naman substantiated. But
Oo.
no, yeah, we're one of the
But and
richest.
also, I think, it is seen. That is the more important thing, hindi ba?
Yes.
Yung, although the riches, nakikita din kung paano
Right.
nalalagay yung
Kailangan nga.
budgets.
That's it.
Oo.
Basically, you have to show that you have the projects, right?
Yes.
And now this year, our focus will be on infrastructure.
You're building more?
No, actually, it's more of we're renovating the barangay. We're putting a satellite clinic in Legazpi Park. We are
Kasi ang dami
planning.
mong joggers sa
We are
Legazpi
we are
Park.
planning the rehabilitation of the Pasay Road sidewalk on
Yes.
this side.
Oo.
Because you see, you cannot walk anymore on the sidewalk.
Because of the buildings.
The cars
yes,
parking, the
cars.
obstructions. So we are coming up with a plan to be presented to the mayor. That's our flagship under the urban design program of the city of Makati. Yeah, so
Oh, nice.
Yan.
Oh, sige. Any last words po? Masyado na impressive ang Barangay San Lorenzo.
actually, as I've said, the key to governance is basically, of course, the people, the human resources, and when it comes to the administration of Barangay San Lorenzo, it's not only me but my barangay councilors. They really are so dedicated and in their job,
Yes.
and they are focused on giving the best service that they can. And with my management by objective. So for so long as you think this is the best service that you can give to the people, then I support you.
Oh, that's very nice to know.
Yeah.
Sige po, maraming salamat po,
Okay, thank you
Chairman
too.
Moya, and good luck on your on other projects na mukhang ang dami-dami.
Yes, okay.
Thank you
We
po.
need all the luck.
Yan ang barangay ko. Napapangalagaan ng mga kasambahay sa San Lorenzo. Yung ibang barangay kaya? Kaya nyo ba yon? Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, 2:00 ng hapon, chika ulit tayo. Baka barangay nyo naman ang susunod.